Hi boys and girls, welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's class, we are going to discuss about expressions and operators in C programming. In the previous class, we discussed about the structure of a C program. Okay, we discussed about the structure of a C program. So see, what is an expression in C programming? What is an operator in C programming? Okay, so an expression is a combination of operators and operands arranged in a sequence to perform a what? A computation. So, an expression is a combination of what? Of operators and operands arranged in sequence to perform what? A computation. A computation. To perform a computation. So an expression is a combination of operators and operators arranged in sequence to perform a computation. Now what is an operand? What is an operator? So an operator is a symbol. Okay, this is very simple. An operator is a symbol. This is a symbol which specifies the type of operation. Which specifies the type of operation to be performed on what? On the operands. To be performed on the operand. For example, we have this positive, we also have this negative, we have this multiplication, we also have this division. So these are operators. We have different types of operators we are going to discuss. What about an operand? An operand is the entity. This is nothing but the entity on which the operations are performed. On which the operations are performed. For example, if I write something like this, 2 plus 2, the answer is what? What is the answer? The answer is 4. If you check one, this is nothing but the first operand. I'm going to call it operand 1. And this I'm going to call it operand what? I'm going to call it operand 2. So these are operands. These 2 and these 2 are operands. These are entities on which the operations are performed. In this case, what is the operation? In this case, the operation is what? Is addition. In this case, the operation is addition. Okay, what about the operators in this case? See, an operator is a symbol which specifies the type of operation to be performed on the operand. In this case, I have 2 operators. I have 2 operators. That is this positive. This is called the arithmetic operator. This positive is called the arithmetic operator. I also have this equal sign. This equal sign is called the assignment operator. Okay, we are going to discuss these types of operators into detail. This is called the assignment operator. This is the arithmetic operator. Okay, these are the operators that I have in this. Okay, what about these 2? This is nothing but an operand. This is also another operand. This is the what? This is the final answer now. This is the sum. Is this clear? What about this whole statement? 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. The combination of operators and operands arranged in sequence to perform a computation. Okay, this is nothing but this 2 plus 2. This 2 plus 2 is nothing but the expression. This 2 plus 2 is the expression. The combination of what? Of operators, this positive now, and operands, this 2 and 2. They are arranged in sequence to perform a what? A computation. So we have different types of expressions. there are two types of expressions. Okay, we have what we call simple expressions. We also have what we call compound expressions. Okay, these are the two types of expressions. It is called a simple expression if it has, okay, it is called a simple expression if it has only one operator. Only one operator. Then it is called a compound expression if it has two or more operators. If it has two or more operators. For example, here, a very good example of a simple expression, you can say A is equal to B plus C. This is a very good example of a simple expression. B is the first operand, C is the second operand. And here I only have one operator. This is operand 1, this is operand 2. This is the operator. The sum is going to be stored in what? The sum is going to be stored in variable A. So in this expression, I have only one operator. That's why I am calling it a simple expression. Let's move on to a compound expression. I said a compound expression has two or more operators. It has two or more operators. It means what? It means, this is a good example, A is equal to B plus C minus 32. Check. How many operators are there? I have this positive, I have this negative. Two operators equal. Okay, wow. Now let's move on to the next part. I have this B, I have this C, I have this 32. Now three operators are there. Here there are two operators. That's why I am calling it a compound expression. That's why I am calling it a what? A compound expression. Okay. Thank you, boys and girls. I will see you in the next class. In the next class, we are going to discuss about operators.